Hey, what is going on everyone, this is Wicked, and tonight is gonna be a great one because I'm gonna be showing you the latest update of Resurrection REMIX ROM for, pay attention, Samsung Galaxy S4. So guys, we're into Team Recovery project, and as I do always recommend making an Android backup before proceeding to the next step, because first of all, you may not like this ROM, and secondly, it is always best to have a backup in order to be able to restore it back, of course, with your current configuration. So I'm going to click backup and I will select my micro SD storage, and I'll get back to you after it finishes the backup. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you guys, while the backup is currently running, that this review is going to be in an old style manner, you know, like the old days, glory days of Wicked and Blacklight Android HD, if you remember it. So yeah, no script, no anything, just pure live impression about how this ROM is gonna look, how this ROM is gonna act, how the gaming performance will be, the N2 benchmark, and so on and so forth. Of course, there will be some cuts because I don't want to waste your time too much. But yeah, it's gonna be a kind of a long review. Okay guys, so the backup is complete, successfully done. And right now, as always, I do recommend wiping your device. It is actually the main option if you come for another base, no ROM base, to Resurrection REMIX in order to make it work. So you will have to swipe to factory reset first of all. Okay guys, so after you wiped your device, go into install, and then select the storage where your ROM is placed. And first of all, you'll need to install the Resurrection REMIX. Okay, so installation finished, and then you'll have to flash the OpenGAPs, latest OpenGAPs ARMed for Android 7.1. I chose the Pico version, so again swipe to flash. And the key difference in order to get this successfully installed is that after the OpenGAPs will be installed, you'll have to wipe cache/Dalvik cache in order not to get false closes after the initial booting process. Okay, so I installed OpenGAPs, and as I told you, right after you'll need to wipe cache/Dalvik, swipe to wipe, it's funny. And immediately after, you can successfully, reboot your device. Take in mind that the first booting process will take up to maybe 7 minutes, so, grab a coffee and wait. You may also take a look at this beautiful boot animation, why not? I'll get back to you guys after I put all my credentials in my account and set up my device in order to show you, firstly, the customization options which are available in this ROM, because there are a lot and we'll have to get through all of them in order for you to make an impression on how cool this ROM is. Then we'll get to the, maybe gaming performance, smoothness, and then we'll see how things will go. Okay guys, so we're booted into the latest Resurrection REMIX ROM. I have put all my credentials in, everything is into place, and right now I'll start reviewing this ROM. The first thing that I want you to know is that there is an option for, fast charging. Let's say fast charging, it says charging rapidly. I know from previous versions that it wasn't, it was showing charging slowly, so this is a big plus for me. Right now it's at 40%, and I'm gonna be unplugging it just for you to, I will show you at the end of the video the battery percentage in order to make sure on how fast the battery drains out. Okay, so the first thing I would like to do with all my devices is to turn the brightness a little bit up in order for you to see everything clearly. Now, for now, you may not see on the camera, but because of the white balance, but my display is kind of washed out. It doesn't show a really pure white. It shows a yellowish one, and that's because the live display is activated and is set to automatic display mode. That means it automatically turns into a night configuration, which is supposed to give you a more warmer look. And when you change to day, it will effectively change everything to a 65,000 K color on Kelvin's temperature scale. So that's great. I use it like this in this review. And now the second step that I want to show you guys, and what really kind of bugs me, is the DPI. I didn't like this DPI setting from the beginning when I got the Galaxy S4, so I always change it to make more room for icons, for another launcher. It just feels right to have more settings on the screen. Just for me, this is my personal preference, so that's why we're gonna go into developer options, and then we're gonna scroll down until we'll see smallest width, and let's say I will change it to 400 to make it smaller. It will take up to 2 seconds, and right now it seems a little bit better for me, if you ask me. So everything will restart, as you may see. Okay, so the first thing that you need to actually test on this device is the OMS support, OMS Substratum support. So this ROM comes with Substratum theme engine, and that means you can customize the entire user interface on your personal preference by downloading a custom theme from Google Play Store. As you may see, I got here Swift Black and Swift Dark. These are, in my opinion, the best Substratum themes you can possibly get. I will apply a Swift Black theme over the entire user interface in order to show you how great it looks. So in order to apply it, go and pick the 7.1 OMS version, and it will automatically, if you click that button, it will automatically change all the apps that you currently have on your device, and if you click this button, build and enable, it will automatically convert everything into a pure black UI, not a dark one, a pure black user interface and user apps. Everything will be converted into black. So I'll get back to you immediately after it applies, and then I'll show you this beautiful Omni switch, which is a kind of a multitask option to the stock Android one. Okay guys, so immediately after the installation process, what I do recommend is making a full reboot of your device. As you may see, Substratum has stopped. That's what will kind of happen when you apply themes like those to the entire UI. I will recommend you to make a restart just like that, because it will need some time to kind of refresh everything back to a new theme, and that's why you'll need a restart. So that's what I did right now. Back with the Resurrection Remix, and I'll show you what do I mean by full black theme. Everything, every single application is black. Every single one. Settings, every app you'll open is gonna be black. It's gonna have a blackish, theming applied to it. Single one. Even music. And that's what I like about Substratum Theme Engine. It gives you the ultimate way of customizing, of theming your Android device. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the Omni Switch. This is the application Omni Switch. This is a tool right here. So it is a simple and straightforward way of multitasking instead of the original, multitask way. But this is a more, you know, straightforward, minimalist. You can do many other settings here. And also here in the app itself, you'll get lots of customizations to choose from, which is really a nice touch. Okay guys, so that was about the entire user interface, but now we'll get to the ROM specific customization options, like the one integrated in the Resurrection REMIX menu. Here in the personalization menu, you can go and click configurations, and here, absolutely here, you'll get tons, and what do I mean by tons? Tons of customization options you can choose from. I would say everything is customizable and it has a lot of features, but you'll see it by yourself because we're going through all of these in order to customize the device as I like, and in order to see everything, every option possible. Okay, so we'll go in clock customization, and I always like to set it to center and also show seconds. It is a really nice touch to have a small date right next to the clock, and the font, you can even customize the font. How cool is that? So I'll go with a bold condensed font, and I think it already looks pretty sick. We have a brand logo. I don't always use this because, you know, it uses a lot of space right here next to the vibrate icon. I don't really use it. You can set up a custom logo in the other part of the notification, and you can set up for Windows, for example. It looks pretty cool. If you have a an icon that fits you the best and you like to have it, like toxic, for example, radioactive stuff, you may want to try it, but I'll leave it deactivated. Now let's get into the battery, because that's where I want it to get. The first thing, I will change it. Solid looks pretty minimalistic to me, you know, right here. And I will also display the percentage right next to the icon in order for you to see how fast the battery drains out during this review. That's what I wanted to activate a couple of seconds ago. And you know, we have different settings, and a setting that I like the most is the battery bar. I like to keep it center mirrored. I usually deactivate this stock icon and keep the battery bar because, you know, sometimes it looks more self-explanatory than the battery itself. Okay, battery, system icons. Here you can customize system icons. You can show 4G instead of LTE. I'm not really going into this because, you know, they are self-explanatory and you can play with them anyways. Weather temperature. Well, this feature wasn't really working when I tested out the ROM last time, but I think it has to. You'll have to set up a location. Let me set a location from Romania and see if something happens. Enable. Okay, so it is actually showing, it's overlapping the clock widget, but placement shown on the left. Yeah, right now it's showing on the left and it shows pretty damn well. You can also switch the font. How cool is that? That's really nice touch. Black, if you set it to black. It will show white, of course, because why not? Coming soon. Well, that's an interesting font right there. Auto serif. No. I'll stick though to the condensed light maybe. Yep, that's pretty cool. Image color, as you may see, condition icon pack. You can set up different icon packs, as you may see right now. It's raining outside though. I don't think it will actually show notification here, but it's really cool to have it right there. A minimalistic touch, if you ask me. That's pretty cool. Network traffic, you know what this does. It shows you the network traffic right there, which is pretty cool. I don't really use this feature because it takes a lot of space. As I told you, I am a fan of having lots of icons, lots of things on this screen. and I'm not really keen on the idea of having things that I don't really like or use on it. Carrier label. Lock screen only, status bar only, lock screen and status bar lets. It shows you the carrier name, carrier label, right there. You can set up to another one, but I'll keep it disabled because again it takes a lot of space. Status bar gestures. Brightness control by sliding the status bar. And that's self-explanatory, I believe. If I get it to work, it would be perfectly fine. Yeah, it's working somehow, as you may see. It has a pretty nice, you know, fading from one way to another. Double tap to sleep. Nice feature, again, if you reach that corner right there, it's great. Carrier label, we've gone through that. System user interface tuner. This is actually a stock option, I believe. Even in its on stock Android, you can disable and enable the icons there. Like for example, where's the Wi-Fi? Here it is. And as you may see, it disappears from the status bar. If I activate it, it comes back. I don't again really use this feature. As you may see from this ROM, I don't always use tons of features, but it's really nice to have them, because when you get tired, sometimes you'll get, at a certain point after you flash a ROM, you'll get tired of using it, and that's why it's really nice to have this feature, because it keeps you, motivating, changing stuff and making stuff possible, making you sure that Android is still one of the best operating systems, and let you customize so damn much about your phone and makes you love your phone. That's why they're here. So that's why I'm gonna get through all of them in order to show you how beautiful this is. Breathing notifications. Let me see if I can show you this option. It's pretty interesting. If I call, for example, my carrier number, let's see, and I'll wait for a notification. Okay, so let me turn on the screen and show you how it looks actually when you receive. The LED is on, fading in and out, greenish. If I turn off the screen, you may see the messaging application, and as you can see, I don't know if you can really see, but the icon is kind of fading in and out. That's the breathing effect we've been talking about. Sorry. Okay, too much white. Okay, so here, there in the notification bar, that's the breathing effect I've been talking about. I'll let that there because it looks, actually, I'll clean it out. I thought it would look great, but I think it will kind of upset you. Accent color. Here is this. I don't really like it, to be honest. This feature to customize the bezel of the notification bar, I don't really like it, to be honest. I like to keep it stock, and of course the system user interface needs to be restarted. It's a fast process. You won't need to restart your device. It's just restarting the system user interface. Fast, and as you may see right now, it's again back on business. Header. You can here. I kind of use this feature because it gives you this kind of thing. Here in the header, you'll get some live, let's say, images, which will kind of tell you the time status. For example, right now it's 2 a.m. in Romania and it shows a full moon, but you can also customize them to be a static color. Actually, we'll show that dynamic, and you have bunch of different header images back, like this. For example, you can choose from whatever you want to. Resurrection, nature. This is nature. Got it. Poly. What is poly? Yeah, minimalistic touch. Wavy. Let's say wavy. Yeah, pretty cool. Nature random. Paper. Paper shows nothing. Magic. Let's see magic. Whoa, magic. It's really nice to see every one of them. That's what I was talking about, customization. As you may see, this is actually pretty cool because in the quick settings mode, quick toggles mode, it shows you the colorful animation, the colorful notification bar. It's pretty cool, and when you expand it, it looks great. So I'll keep this. You can browse, install headers, image shadow. You can enable weather image. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty cool. You get the weather information here also, not only there. Service settings shortcuts, edit icon, multi-user switch, and expand indicator. Task manager. This is a feature again present in Resurrection Remix. You can clear all the applications you have. You can see how much memory you have left on your device. It is again space consuming, and let me, if I can I disable these icons, the multi-user switch? Yeah, you can disable. So let me, this looks pretty clean now. Expand indicator. Yeah, right now it really looks pretty damn clean. And there's more. Wait, but there's more. There's also more. Okay. So we've been here. Volume panel. This is the volume panel. When you click this, you can also customize the dialog timeouts. For example, if you want to keep it for half a second. Yep, here it works. 1 second. Yeah, it may have been a bug while choosing small amounts of milliseconds. And you can also set up the corner radius, if you want to have more squarish look when you adjust the volume. Tons of customization, as I told you. Power dialog. This is the power dialog, if you were wondering. And you can also customize this, and I'll show you that. Customize the look of your notification. You can hide all the force flow notifications. You can show a kill app button in the notification long press menu, in order to fast kill an application. Recent app panel. So, general user interface. This is the recent app panel. And what do I mean? What do they mean by having a immersive recent app panel? You can go in a full screen mode, and this is the way I like it the most, because it just looks pretty damn clean and well. You can also choose to show you a memory bar, as you may see here. I don't always use it because this is really minimalist and it looks great. You have a close all button, and this is what I will need. You can have a clear all button also here, the bottom right corner. Again, looks pretty big, and I won't really appreciate its presence there. Whoa, wow, what? Okay, let me restart it, because I just got a new, I wasn't expecting this. This is a new feature I wasn't planning reviewing. Whoa, that's pretty cool. So it is a new way of multitasking, a grid view, some kind of a grid view, and it looks cool if you ask me. If you just like it. Like this, I mean, cards. Maybe someone will like it. Personally, I won't, but I will keep it like this for time's sake, because it's gonna be a long review, as I expect it to be. And you also have a great report on the battery consuming status. Right into quick settings. Here, I'm not gonna get into all the animations that you can set. It's up to your personal preference. I personally like the stock ones Android 7.1.2 comes with. I have no problems with those. They are fast, they are smooth, they are fading, they are perfect. Okay, so quick pull down. Here you can select, for example, a way on how to pull down your notification bar completely, like this from the right side. And here I customized a little bit the tile layout because I really got tired of, having a small amount of rows and columns, and I set it to 5 columns and 4 rows. It's looking pretty good. And the advanced settings, you can customize the user interface. These toggles will give you when you press them, when you react with them. You can click Wi-Fi in order to turn off on or on instead of just giving you this status. I like this. I won't change this because it's really nice. Let's get to the lock screen because this review is gonna take a while. Okay, gestures, tap lock screen to sleep. Power button, touch long press. So if I press the power button for, yep. Whoa, light. Okay, so it turned off. And if I double press the lock screen, it will turn off, which is a really nice touch. Okay, so we'll get into lock user interface. You can show or hide different features on the lock screen, like clock. So if I disable clock, it won't show the clock. And it looks pretty strange, So I'll activate it back. You can activate blur background. And this, I think this will kind of have an impact on your status bar. It is a little bit laggy, if you ask me, but it looks cool. So it blurs the background to give you a more, as you saw, it kind of lags a lot. What is really nice about the lock screen customization options is that you can select a different font for the clock, let's say. And as you may see how cool this looks like. And you can also customize it to have a more thin look. You can also customize the colors of it. You can customize the bottom shortcuts. It's talking about those here. You can also customize the upper shortcuts. These are the ones that you can add. Let's say we add an application, for example, we add the calculator application, so you can easily access it in the lock screen. So you just hold it and it opens up if you want to calculate something, or weather options also can be included on lock screen, like this. Purely awesome. The amount of customization this ROM comes with is really unmeasurable. Outstanding. Great work. You can quick unlock while entering a pin without having to press OK afterwards. That's a really nice touch again. Gestures everywhere. Anywhere, everywhere. Okay, I'll set up a target, and of course I'll add a gesture again just for demonstration purposes. I'll open app calculator, let's say calendar, by drawing a C. So let's say we're into the home screen and we draw a C, and that will open up. It's gonna open up calendar. That's pretty neat. Okay, so we're back into gesture anywhere. We'll keep it activated. 3-finger gesture for screenshot. Let me see if I can get three fingers. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. It doesn't work. Swipe. Oh shit. It worked. It worked, as you saw. It worked. Okay, so my hand really hurts right now, but do it for YouTube. App circle bar. Tons of customization. As I told you, you can switch back and forth between different tabs. Don't really like it. Pie control. This is a very popular way. I think it will. Let's see, where can we activate it? Actually, I can set it to bottom. Yeah, like this. You have to set up pie gravity to wherever you want to turn on. As you may see, this is the Pi settings, another great feature of Resurrection Remix, and it is a well-known feature in terms of custom Android ROMs. Going into buttons, you can activate the navigation bar, you can choose whatever the hardware keys will do if you press them, if you interact with them. And here, as I told you, you can customize the power menu. The power menu is this thing. As I told you, let me actually show you properly. This is the power menu, and one feature that I like, absolutely like, and I haven't really tested it a lot much because I couldn't stay on this ROM for a long time, but this on-the-go mode, it's really unique because it will transform everything on your device transparent with an image taken from your camera live. So while you're typing, while you're typing, you're texting a message, you're texting your babe or something, you won't step into shit while, by mistake, while trying to text them the greatest message. That's really cool. And you can also deactivate it by going here. And that's really a great feature. I don't know how much battery will actually take, but it's really a unique feature. You can adjust the vibration, the shutdown. Yeah, you can also have an advanced restart menu if you want to reboot into recovery, soft to restart your device, or getting into download mode. You can also activate the volume steps, answer call. There are tons and tons of customization. It will take me forever to go through all of them. System animations, again, we've been talking about this. Scrolling animations, toast animations, power menu animations, configuration tabs, transition effect, and so on and so forth. There is a easier way to customize the DPI settings by going into here and custom LCD density size. You can also change the display size, having it a little bit smaller, but it's great as it is right now. Oh, come on. Yep, this is lagging because it takes some time in order to set it. And blur customization for system user interface. Blur status bar background, let's see. Okay, this is really unique. As you may see, if I scroll down, it will give you a blurred effect of the background. Blur recent app. Yep, again, really nice touch. Ambient display, expand desktop, dashboard, screenshot type, take full screenshots, or you can drag selection to the area you want to take a screenshot, and a really nice touch again. ASCII Linux switch options, permissive or enforcing. This will help you sometimes while installing Viper FX if it doesn't work from the first time. Income not disturb mode, clock and widget settings, updates, OTA updates. Your system is up to date, and you may see check update. Checking for ROM updates, no update available. Customize your headset settings, call settings, alarm blocker, suspend option, system app remover. Yep. And yeah, again, we've come to an end with the about section, configurations, and so on and so forth. So that was pretty much what you can actually do. Actually, there's really more which you can actually interact in the customization settings, but I'll just stick to the ones you saw because it isn't really worth taking a look at all of them. I will set up a dark wallpaper in order to make it more minimalist. If I find, yeah, I found one. Okay, so I'll set up a wallpaper, the lock screen. Oh shit, I set it to the lock screen. Let me fuck. That really bugs me out. Because it will let me always set a lock screen. Select wallpaper, art. Let's find it again. This is pretty nice if you ask me. This time I'll set this as a lock home screen. You can see this, it looks pretty damn well. Again, with all the settings. So the battery percentage is at 26% right now. It's been really a long time since I started this review. Let's start by checking out the camera first. Yeah, that's me, but you can't really see me. We'll have to switch to the back camera in order to test if it is actually working. So it's focusing and it is properly working. Let's see the video recording. I have to switch to video. That's not that simple, you know. The video recording works pretty well. Of course, you have a bunch of different settings here to choose from. Video is here, so camera is working perfectly. No need for further explanations. Right now, we'll just have to test some games in order to see if they're working properly. And then I'll try and do Antutu benchmark score in order to see if it's really close to what scores we already got or what you already have on your list. First of all, we'll try Traffic Radar. Okay, let me set up the focus to be better like this. Okay, let's see what this game has to offer. I saw it has some 3D scenes, really interesting scenes, so it's loading right now. Okay, so we're running on a scooter right now. Let me turn the sound a little bit. So we'll get into an endless. Actually, I have to play some career before getting into endless section. As you may see, the Omni switch is working. Or at least I think so. Okay, as you may see. It's working pretty fluid. We'll see when it gets some traffic right here to see how it goes. So right now we're flying with a damn scooter. It isn't 100% lag free, if you ask me, but it's pretty playable. We'll have to crash into somebody in order to see it's perfectly working. Was a nice collision there, but let's holy shit, that was a nice crash indeed. Whoa, that went right through the truck. Interesting. So yeah, that's pretty playable. Nice FPS. The gyroscope is working perfectly, no problems whatsoever. Hey. Yeah, that was the Traffic Radar, working good. Now we're getting to a more intensive game, because here you can set up the graphics options to be set to the maximum, and of course it will kind of lag. The GPU on this device is getting really old right now. This device is actually getting really old, and I have to say that I was expecting it to be a review not so long, to be honest, but I guess this is the price I pay by not posting Galaxy S4 video for a long time. So we'll get into play option, and yeah, it kind of lags, but well, if you ask me, this is also pretty playable. It will be even more playable, lower graphic settings, but it's pretty playable. Nice. Come on. Jump, 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 jump up, jump up. Woo! Got some speed right there. Yeah, so it is working perfectly. As you see, this is the Omni switch. We can easily kill the tempo run. And we're back here. So right now, we're at 18%. And we'll just open up into the benchmark. Grant the permission and we'll run into the benchmark to see what score do we got. So we'll click test and we'll need to allow permissions, of course. Let's see from the beginning the maroon scene. It's loading pretty damn hard. On the Galaxy S8 it's actually flying. Yeah, it's lagging a lot right now, but I'll get back to you guys in a couple of minutes after it successfully finishes. This is the score I got into the benchmark, and bad news. The battery is actually low. It's on 13%. That's how long this review has been. Oh, it's been a lot. Let's check out the battery. Approximately 26 minutes left. Screen 1 hour and 16 minutes. And yeah, it's great. It's bad. It's up to you to decide if it fits your need. It is a very stable and fast ROM. It is based on latest Android, actually 7.1.2, so that's great. Lineage OS again is on fire. Resurrection is always on fire, which with its customization options, theming options, everything is as it should be in this ROM, and I really like it. That was it for today. I hope you like it. If you did, please make sure to thumbs up. It took me a while to render this review, of course, and to record it. And if you like it, please make sure to leave a thumbs up button and subscribe on my channel. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. This was Wicked. Until next time, take care. Wicked is out. Bye bye.